Reloading is an economical way of providing ammunition for your pistol. And because hand loads are potentially more accurate than commercially loaded ammo, reloading is a way of customising ammunition to suit your pistol and its purpose. Above all, reloading is easy and safe, and for many shooters an enjoyable and relaxing pastime. As many pistol matches would use at least 60 rounds, most pistol shooters reload their own ammo, as it would be way too expensive to use factory loads. And factory ammo tends to be loaded up to maximum specifications and is too powerful for most matches. Because brass is reusable, keep a record of the number of times it's been reloaded and always inspect it closely before each loading session. As brass grows in the chamber when it's fired, check the case length and trim if necessary. And most importantly, look for splits in the case and the neck and signs of weakened brass that could lead to potentially dangerous case separation. Now, it's a good idea to tumble and polish your brass before reloading. There is a wide range of powders available from several manufacturers, as there are bullets and primers. Reloading is all about getting the best bullet, powder, primer combination that suits your pistol. At this point, you have to do some research to find the load that suits your purpose. That means a lot of reading and talking to people who are already reloading and preferably using the same calibre that you are. Most manufacturers of bullets and powders publish loading guides to get you started. Reading this information is an absolute must. You need to be safe when reloading and firing your hand loads, so always follow their advice, especially about start loads. For this demonstration, we'll use the regular O-frame press as well as the more common progressive press, which is designed for turning out large quantities of ammunition in a very short space of time. To better show how it works, I've removed the automatic case feeder. With each pull of the lever, the progressive press performs a number of functions at the same time. When you pull the lever down, you remove the old primer and resize the case, while the cartridge at the next station is having its mouth expanded to accept the new bullet and has been filled with powder. And at the third station, the bullet is being seated and crimped into place. When you push the lever up, you prime one case and at the same time eject a finished round. There's a lot going on at the one time, so your concentration on the job is very important. Using the standard press, you need the decapping and sizing die. This pushes out the used primer and draws the case back to original size. The second step is to insert a new primer. The third step is to measure out the powder charge. On the progressive press, a powder thrower drops the correct amount of powder directly into the case from a selection of different sized cavities. You'll need scales to set this up and work out which cavity drops the weight of powder you require. The final step is to place the bullet in the case neck and push it into a predetermined depth using the seating die. How you set up this die will affect the amount of crimp you place on the case mouth and therefore how tightly the bullet is held. Use calipers to check the cartridge overall length. Too long and the cartridge may not fit in the chamber or prevent a revolver cylinder from rotating. Once again, reloading manuals have all the information about seating depths and crimping. Whatever method you choose to reload your ammo, it's important to develop good housekeeping habits, such as keeping your work area tidy and organised, and avoid distractions. If you should be loading a number of different calibers, only have the components on your bench for loading the one cartridge type. Over time, you'll develop systems and routines that will make your reloading easy, enjoyable, and safe. Note-taking is important, especially when you're developing or working up a load at the range, as there are many things you can change to fine-tune your loads for accuracy. That was a very basic introduction to reloading pistol cartridges. Read all the information you can get hold of. Buy the best gear you can afford, develop good habits and above all, keep it safe.